Welcome back everyone, it's me Spuds. This will be episode 25 of the city we've been doing, Spudcastle. First off, welcome to the new subscribers. Always nice to have people on board. Glad you're enjoying it. Got some good advice there, and we're trying out doing this via OBS for first time, so we'll see how we go. I'm thinking the mic sounds a bit better, but we'll see. Once it's been encoded and up to YouTube and stuff, it might sound a little different and stuff, so we'll see how we get on. And we had a bit of an issue this week. All my props all over the city, stuff like these billboards that are raised up off the ground, they'd all gone to ground level prop snapping. It started misbehaving for whatever reason. The setting had changed. I had no idea how or why. Just one of them things, a bug. We get them, don't we? So yeah, what are we doing? We're going back over where we were last week. Over this way. Where we put. Computer's a bit laggy today. We put this nice industrial estate in last week, and under the bridge here, bit of a fly tip and a homeless camp. Really like how that came out. But yeah, with that issue last week, well this week or whatever, with the prop snapping, the area we're working in, it will be here. We're going to continue this along here. Obviously I'm recording this after the fact, even though it's an introduction or whatever. And with that bug, I had to go back a good half a dozen saves, which was a case of loading in, is the bug there? Yeah, okay, go back another one, load in, is the bug there? Yeah, oh, it's still there. So, as I'm sure you can imagine, that took quite a few hours to get back. And in fact, we had to come back to this save we're in now, which was where we left off at the end of last week. So yeah, I built out pretty much all of this here, and thank God for moving and the import, export, which is down here. I can't show you that because I did it on the other computer. If I were to go to the export now, it would just be blank because I haven't really used this on this machine, so it's exactly empty. Right, actually stay in mode. If I stay in move it, I'll show you. Stop being laggy. What I'm planning to do, this cargo rail station, I'm gonna move across slightly and angle it. Something along those lines. Somewhere like that, and we're gonna keep this railway elevated. We'll come across this road or at least up to it in this episode. And eventually, what we'll do is we'll come this way, and there's a cargo line we can hook up to here and further out here, and that runs up to the quarry in the airport that way, and then over to the one here by the shipbuilding. So yeah, in the long run, I think moving on this area here likely to become a future oil field. That's what that colour changes on this map. So we'll probably bring that through and have another cargo station somewhere here in the future, I'm thinking. So yeah, that's the basic plan. We're gonna do that, and then this side we'll have like a tram depot and like a more old-fashioned industry here, like an old-fashioned Lancashire cotton mill kind of thing. And then this side of the rail track will carry it on kind of a more similar style to this, and then possibly one of the DLC factories there, one of the smaller ones in the corner there, I'm thinking. Right, now I'm not sure whether there's going to be a time lapse here or not, partly for the sake of my sanity and the editing time and stuff, and the time we spent faffing doing that. So quite possibly I'm just going to jump to the next save here, or there's going to be a very, very short time lapse. We'll see when we get there. Right, I'll see you in a moment. Right, okay, so we're back, and we did just jump back into the active save. After faffing about with that bug, I wasn't going to mess around doing a time lapse this week. Apart from anything, there's only really two interesting bits of technique in here, and that was the elevated railway here and the angles on the keys. I'll show you how to do them in a second. So yeah, what did we do? This side of the railway, we continued with a similar style of industrial estate as we got over here, which we put in the other week. The printing press from the DLC, little, what's the name there, multi-storey car park. And then on the far side, we added these old-fashioned, like Lancashire cotton mill style factories. Really, really like them. And these are all modular, so each one of these actually counts as its own little factory, so there's quite a bit in there. Tram depot over here, and we've kind of organised this so it's a bit of a traffic sponge, so it's not backing up with the rail cargo. Quite like how that's running at the minute. Right, show you how I did these. Okay, so these elevated bridge pieces, they're a Rick 4000 piece, and there's this one with the arch, and there's this other one. And all we've done is PO'd them, and then using POs, resized them and stuff, you know. Great mod for doing stuff like that. Love that asset, lovely texture on that. It's lovely, lovely prop, that one. So that's how we created the elevated road, the elevated rail here, and then held the ground down with a road. And we've been using the parking lot roads to create these little higgledy-piggledy back roads. Really seems to fit for an industrial area. Right, and then the other kind of interesting thing, the technique, if you don't know how to do it when you're there, want to make a sharp edge on a key like that instead of a curved angle. If I comes with a bit of unused land and grab with a key. If I just draw a small section of key, and obviously normally when you go around the right angle it makes these kind of curves for you, which obviously we don't want. If I just copy that with movie, click it twice, obviously need to fine tune it a little bit from what it is there. But that's the general idea. So that's how you do that. Right, should talk about what we're going to do next week. Want to come into this area here and expand this tram station. We'll create a custom one with 2 or 3 of the roads going back. And yet we did hook this area in to our metro. We brought that through from over here into here and all the way down to the front here. So yeah, for next week, be a tram station here. And then I'm thinking, I kind of like to do something that isn't kind of industrial and ugly, so I'm thinking maybe a park somewhere. Probably over in this area, I'm thinking. Yeah, good little spot for a park. Right, that being said, I shall go and set some cinematics up as always. I shall bid you all farewell. I hope everyone stays well and enjoy the cinematics, and I shall see you all next time.